blood on the sand. Red cape flaring, spear in my hand. Gate to the pit, I walk right through. Demons are hissing, but I don't move. Shield up high, I take that hit. Knees hit the floor, still not it. Mouth full of ash, eyes full of fire. I came for the throne, I came for the pyre. Now then rise again and again. You break my body, I break your den. Hear that roar, that ain't fear, that's my revenge coming clear. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. Red cape swing, right for vengeance. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. I fall, I rise, right for vengeance. Tridents flash, claws reach close, I dodge one blade, then I break both. Mud and fire on my face, I spit that curse back in your place. Helmet crack, but my name stays loud. Every scar on me wears a crown. They laugh when I fall, then lose that grin, cause I hit the ground and I get up again. Down then rise again and again. You break my body, I break your den. Hear that roar, that ain't fear, that's my revenge coming clear. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. Red cape swing, right for vengeance. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. I fall, I rise, right for vengeance.
Now the whole pit shakes when I stand tall. One man war against them all. No peace for me, no mercy there. Just iron will and a hellish stare.
Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. Red cape swing, right for vengeance. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. I fall, I rise, right for vengeance.
Back up again, back up again.
Spear in my fist, right for vengeance. Bronze on my chest, blood on the sand. Red cape flaring, spear in my hand. Gate to the pit, I walk right through. Demons are hissing, but I don't move. Shield up high, I take that hit. Knees hit the floor, still not it. Mouth full of ash, eyes full of fire. I came for the throne, I came for the pyre. Now then rise again and again. You break my body, I break your den. Hear that roar, that ain't fear, that's my revenge coming clear. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. Red cape swing, right for vengeance. Back up again, back up again. Back up again, back up again. I fall, I rise, right for vengeance. Tridents flash, claws reach close, I dodge one blade, then I break both. Mud and fire on my face, I spit that curse back in your place. Helmet crack, but my name stays loud. Every scar on me wears a crown. They laugh when I fall, then lose that grin, cause I hit the ground and I get up again. Down then rise again and again. You break my body, I break your den. Hear that roar, that ain't fear, that's my...
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. 4 a.m. When was the last time I streamed like that before? A long time ago. Alright. Let me check a couple things and then I'll just do my usual shit. Okay. I can't speak loudly, man. If I speak loudly, suddenly there's like a sandal that will morph through the floor and just fucking decapitate me. In other words, I got people sleeping, so I can speak normally and all that, but not too loud, or else I'll hear like phone vibrations that tell me to shut the fuck up. In other words. Okay. You know, fix something. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I fucked up something. Great. God fucking damn it. Dude, I had it set it up and then I fucked it. Okay, that's better. I fucked up. Give me a moment now. Fuck! God damn it, dude. Damn you, yellow son of a bitch. You gonna make us wait in order to do that? Yeah, pretty much. Just like how I fucking ignore you, chat. You guys, chat.
You do not deserve my attention.
Give me a moment. I'll probably have roughly the majority of them, but not the ones that I want to see. There's that. Was there anything else? Yes. Okay, let me go there, go there. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that as well. Can this fucking tab vanish? Thank you. What the fuck is it? Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with this one. For some reason, it's not showing me the official one. Okay. Nella Borderling reads donations. See? Farron speaks truth. Farron knows the deal.
If you only donated me, guys, you're like, of course I'll give you attention. Like, why would I disrespect someone?
But even that, sometimes I do tend to forget. It's not intentionally. I was just like, I'm in the middle of speaking about something, and then I go read chat, and then I forgot. Please forgive me, shit, man. All right. Chat's alerts. Very good. All right. I got everything set up. Very good. All right. Now, this is very important. I must. I need to show this. And because and keep in mind, so what happened was, I was like trying to figure out because this tab wasn't going away. So I was like accidentally pressed clear and then cleared all the tabs. So I had to find every single fucking link again. And yeah, this is a very related conversation, guys. Like, come on. Come on. You know me. All right. Let me read the chat and say hello to everyone. Amazus, my good man. Howdy, humans of the fellow kind.
Thank you so much. That's good, sir.
Javitelli, use AI music just to upset people, don't you? Well, for one, I think it's pretty good to where it is. But also, yeah, I just do it to piss people off. Because I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. Because also, if you really think about it, if you use AI music for certain moods and all that, you won't even get copyright strike. I'm just saying.
The Luca, the beta male, the one who stream snipes Gamza.
You little bitch. You'll be forever known as that. Hey, Propertoto, how you doing, my good man? Faram, I am also here. Hello, my good man, how you doing? You need a nice place of gabagool. Nelab on his ASMR voice now, great. There you go. That's some ASMR for that shit. Where is Koala? Sleeping. Oh yeah, hey, Seed. For a second there, I thought you were the same guy. Jumpy boy, my good man. Hey, Nellup, I'm just checking to say hello. Yeah, no worries. Hello, my good man. Ninja. Hello there, my Greek Australian.
Oh, thank you very much, my good man. Thank you.
You are fail. What the fuck? Hey, white man.
You are failure.
Dude, that is so low tier English typing. It's great. It's like that one time that happened in Helldivers 2. Sorry, dude, we have to kick you out because I want my friends to join in. I'm friend. That's what vibe you're giving me. Is there anyone else? No. Okay. So now I just ignore chat for the next 1 hour or two. All right. That's how the deal goes. All right. Yeah. Okay. Low tier English. Yeah, it's just like me. I don't know if anybody noticed. You know that Varric video that I was doing? The one that he had to delete the video? If you guys paid attention how I spoke, I think I just gave up English halfway. And I just kept going. Oh, that is one thing me and PewDiePie can relate to. We're both second English people. And sometimes we just give up on speaking English. So we're just like, fuck it. None of my chats show in the top chat, so I expect to be screaming into the void. Let me show you a power move. Okay, I don't need to hear myself. You go from top chat to live chat, and you see more people around. Oh, amazing. I know. It's an interesting trick. Not many people pay attention. But it is kind of annoying. Do all Greek people like Kratos? It depends who you're asking. Most dudes like to play Kratos because he's Greek and relates to Greece, and also the first 3 Greek god games have been done fairly well, with some, problems with it, which makes me very concerned about the remakes. And yeah, there's lots of talks behind it. But yeah, I would say mostly, yeah. But at the same time, I think most Greeks, when there are some Greeks that are just so fucking low-brained kind of shit. Oh, Greek, that's good. Yes, Greek, best country. Yeah, ever. You must come to Greece and know that shit. That kind of stuff. I'm like, come on, dude. I don't care. Right. Alright, fellas, this is very, very important, alright? This is the beginning. This is the beginning of the channel. So, this guy auditioned himself to be the new voice actor for the Kratos remake. So, I was thinking, you know what? Even though it's not a God of War channel, and I should be doing it on my other channel, but I got some other plans on that one. So, I was like, instead, why not just show, a little bit of an audition here, and I think I'll let the audience decide of his fate. All right, let's begin.
Zeus, your son has returned! And Zeus, your son has returned! And I bring the destruction of your anus!
Very, very
The
emotional.
gods of Olympus destroyed my anus.
Pretty good acting, eh?
Zeus! Bitch! Zeus! Come and face me, you coward! I'm through doing the bidding of the gods. Come down and face me and tickle me. Wait, what?
Don't listen to him, Kratos.
Very good.
Once in
Really
your
good.
pathetic life, don't fail. Don't fail her like you failed your family.
All right, fellas. What do you think, eh? Pretty good, eh? Zeus. Bitch. Oh, dude. Dude, peak comedy. All right. That's so beautiful, man. All right. Chompy boy, thank you for the $10, my good man. Thank you so much. Oh. Well, Nellop, we have the fact that you're one of my favorite broken English Euro man. Good job. You're my second favorite Greek person. Who's the fucking first Greek person? First above Gamza because he's Chinese. Yeah, no worries, my good man. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. Yay.
Oh my god.
All right, let me see what the audience decided. I can still recognize what you were saying, even you can't English in the video. Yes. Wasn't there a drama with Kratos VA? Which one? The new or the old one? Because the whole thing about the TC Carson, yeah, that happened years ago, and now he's just doing the remake with people. He's doing the God of War remake, and it's currently in development. So, yeah. Where did you find this video, Nellop? I have no fucking idea. I think this was during the whole Lao Fei controversy. The God of War Lao Fei. Actually, why would I even do that? I could just go to my channel and just promote my channel. Go to my channel. Oh, 8 days ago. Okay, I really need to do some fucking God of War shit. But yeah, no. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. For me, when I looked at it, I was like, the fuck? It just felt so out of place. Very out of place. And also, Luca, thank you for the subscription, my good man. I think it's for your membership. Yeah, it is. Get on Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Remastered. Dude, I have it on my wish list. Don't worry. I'll just... But then again, I could just get an emulator and play the old one for the meantime and just throw shit. What would I mean? Oh, well, obviously Godzilla. Like, who the fuck would play a fucking Donkey Kong shit? But yeah, no, I think I found this because of the Lao Fei controversy, and this one, it just came out of my recommendations. Yeah, like this one just came, yeah, this was 2 weeks ago. Zeus, your son has returned. Oh, dude, I love it. I love God of War impersonations. Sometimes they just fit too well. Okie dokie. All right. Now let's get to the real stuff. And this is in wide mode. Dude, I couldn't be more Aryan than before. All right, let me just put it down here so you guys can read the fucking title. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna read the whole thing. What the fucking hell? Alright, you guys are donating quick. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Thanks. $2 from Chumpy Boy. Thank you, my god, man. Also, hello there, first Aussies. I know you. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, thank you for noticing, I guess? Thank you for noticing? Thank you for noticing that I used to have...
time. Let's go.
That I have old videos all stored here? Beats me, man. Like, all my old videos here that I might say a couple slurs or two because it's literally fucking 9 years ago. Thank you for noticing, man. Like, huh. Okay, that one is not correct. That should be the first one. Yeah, my first video. Yeah, it's a bit mixed the way I set it up. Maybe I should take them off and put them back in. I don't know. But yeah, nah. It's very different. And also, Vermintide 2 videos. Very good. Very good. Yeah, thank you for noticing, by the way. $1 for Clovic. Hello, my good man. Thank you so much. TJD when? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Alright. What the fuck? Did I just alt-tab that?
It's morbid time. Let's go.
What the fuck? That's what I want to go for. There we go. Unlist them. Did you not just fucking look at the video? They are unlisted. They're in a playlist. You can see them. I guess it's canon that Space Marines have fingers in each hand. Yeah, no, this is true. Yeah, of course. All right. Does that Space Marine have extra fingers? Oh, actually, I might need to cover something. No, well, Nellop, I've always known, especially when your Gmod Murder X Gamer Girl video. Yeah, no, that video was interesting because I actually, yeah, I met that person. I met that person with another friend of mine, and then we just did random shit. And then afterwards, we're friends. Now, I haven't spoken to her in years, though. It's been a long time. She actually became my friend's girlfriend, funny enough, which is interesting.
And they live happily ever after.
Okay. Does that Space Marine have an extra finger? Yes, but Games Workshop insists it's not AI. Oh, the fuck is it then? All right. I'll see this, and then oh yeah, I have jazz music. I forgot about that. Games Workshop has issued an official response denying the use of AI after fans spotted a Space Marine with extra finger in official Warhammer 40k trailer, the Horus Heresy tabletop game. So, if you guys haven't seen it for a reason, I've already did a short on this. A short video. Okay. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let's see if I'm able to do it. And put my webcam up. New color, create. Can I zoom out? What the fuck? Man, this shit's scuffed. Options. Oh my fucking god. Can I? Oh, there we go. Okay. When people look at this, okay. When people look at this, okay, they honestly think there's a finger here, finger here, finger here, and finger here. And they think this is the bottom of the gun. Okay. They clearly do not see a little bit closer what's going on. Oh, fuck. So, if you look really closely, there's a finger, another finger, and another finger, and another finger, and another fucking finger, so that meets this fucking hand right here. And then there's the stalk. So already there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. And let's not forget the thumb on the other side, because that's how you hold a gun. That is 6. 7. Now, as I said in the short, there are 2 possible ways. Either they put in an AI, which is highly likely, or some artists just wanted to fuck with people. Which dude, if someone did that, that would be so fucking funny. Fuck you, Games Workshop, you piece of shit, and just does that. Alright. So there's 5 fingers on one, and the thumb that holds the trigger is 6. How many fingers do we have, people? 5. So how the fuck does this one have 6? The only conclusion that I can draw with is this motherfucker got some mutations. And his 6th finger is hiding behind the pinky. Alright. I think that does well. Can I clear a board? I've never used this, so I can't. Do you motherfuckers do not have erasers? You motherfuckers don't have erasers. Oh, you do. Very good. That doesn't look right. I will leave it like that. And then zoom out completely. Okay, I'll keep it. So, that is the story. And now GW is trying to deny it's AI, but acknowledges it has 6 fingers. So, if it is what I'm thinking it is, someone tried to fuck with someone. Or there wasn't any checks. Now this one just describes like what the fucking thing is, and you know, the whole thing, blah, 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 blah. This kicked a huge stink within the Warhammer 40k Horus Heresy fandom. Fandom? Motherfucker, it was talked like everywhere. Because let's not forget, Games Workshop. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Games Workshop was talking about... Yeah, there's the Reddit. Iki, no. There we go. About January, roughly. And they were saying they banned AI to respect human creators. So it's insane to me. They went from this, and now they're doing that. Commander HHL, hello my good man. Thank you for the continuation support, being a member for 5 months. I have 6 fingers for the 3-armed emperor. Very good, very good. Wait, hold up. Anyways. Is this Order of the Codex or what? Oh, this is meant to be like the new artwork for the MK4 Space Marines. The models are fine. It's standard MK4 armor, just scaled a little bit better. It's not bad. Like it's just like, oh, MK4, nice, very nice. You know, it's shit like that. So, yeah, yeah, I think this is just promotional material for that. Guys, what the fuck? Okay, I didn't ask for you guys to fucking promote me money. I wouldn't even chill today at all. I just wanted to do a fucking normal stream. But thank you for the 1 gifted, my good man.
Ninja is now the member of the Legion. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yep. which is a whole anti-AI, particularly when it comes to art. The Warhammer 40k setting in many ways built upon the evocative, enduring artwork by the likes of the late, great John Blanche, who has shaped its... Why did you put that in quotation marks? Who shaped its grim dark aesthetic. Okay, that seemed passive-aggressive. Other key Games Workshop staff. This official human-made Warhammer 40k artwork is beloved by fans. Get to the fucking point, Jesus Christ. To whom win the view were the width of generated AI sold and or released in any official capacity by Games Workshop itself. Okay, can we get somewhere? Indeed, it sells. Okay, indeed, Games Workshop sells expensive Warhammer 40k codex. What the fuck? Why is it in quotation marks? What the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Wearing codexes. Okay, what the fuck? I don't know if that's meant to give more attention or just being a passive-aggressive dick. But then again, it's really hard when reading text because you don't quite understand what the tone is. Obviously, if the guy does it in all caps, that just insinuates that it's screaming. Indian Games Workshop sells expensive Warhammer 40k Codex rulebooks, and they are packed with stunning official art as well as lore. Any suggestion that this art was created either in part or entirely by generative AI tools will cause a community uproar, and that is exactly what we saw in the Horus Heresy artwork. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna argue with the people in the comments on my short video when I finish this. Now, Games Workshop was issued in an official response denying... Oh, it's unpublished on Facebook. Just Facebook? God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Alright guys, give me a second. Just gonna fucking screenshot this. Because I actually don't want to fucking dox myself on Facebook. Alright, so I'll show it later. Show on Facebook, the UK company acknowledged the existence of extra fingers of the Space Marine, but said it came out as a result of an artist blending... Blending miniature photography with art to create a dramatic scene? Is that another way to say AI art, but differently? Blending miniature photography with art to create a dramatic scene. Oh, so was this the prompt you added into the fucking AI? Alright, good to know. And somewhere along the way, this process added an extra finger. Here's the statement in full. Okay, we're gonna look at the statement in the post. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. No. Can I not drag it? Okay. Dude, this is so fucking dog shit. Anyways. You can read this, it's fine. Does that Space Marine have an extra finger? Yes, but it's not AI or early signs of they disproved that. Or early signs of mutation along with the Traitor Legions. The Horus Heresy art style, since its first edition in 2012, involves an artist blending miniature photography with art to create a dramatic scene. So you're telling me one of the miniatures has 6 fingers? Interesting. In this case, adding the little unexpected drama. So please go easy on the artist. They are only in completely human. Dude, this is not even convincing, for me at least. It just seems so fucking suspicious. An artist blending photography with art to create a dramatic scene. Okay. That one makes sense. An artist doing that. It's just the way the fucking guy said it. What was it? Of an artist. Oh yeah. So he got me on this one. An artist blending miniature. Okay, that makes more sense now.
That's why you always check your sources, guys. Very important.
I can see where they can put the models in and then blend it with the artworks and all that. But that just further confirms that you put these models into a certain position and then you blend it with previous photos, put them together, and then you created that, which created an extra finger. Like either the extra finger comes from a model, or it's just AI. There's no fucking way I can think of anything else. AI is very popular when it comes to like extra fingers. How can you even explain this, dude? The fucking Games Workshop might be sweating their asses right now because they're like, what the fuck? But we promised that we're banning AI, and then this shit came out. Oh boy. So not only, okay, this is what I've heard, right? If any one of you guys played Horus Heresy before, like the current Horus Heresy and all that, please correct me. Didn't their newest edition of Horus Heresy became 8th edition from 40k, where they dumbed down a lot of stuff and all that? And if this is true, now we got this shit. And by the way, this is not just Horus Heresy. You have to keep in mind, if they do that in Horus Heresy, that also means they will do it on other... that means... How do you say this? When you find out someone is lying, now you have to go figure out what else did they lie about. It's that kind of shit. So yeah. The Savage Souls, hello my good man. Alpha Legions are gluing extra fingers on every loyalist gauntlet to cause chaos. Taco Nuka Dapper, hello my good man. Damn bro, they're letting anyone into the Astartes now nowadays. Yep. Oh, but God, no. You see, these guys are traitors. So they just grab whatever they can so they could do the Siege of Terra and all that shit, man. Kata Zipper, hello my good man, how you doing? Actually, the Astartes TMTM is mutant. Fair enough. Have you seen some of the older Marines' hands? Make orc hands look tiny. Dude, I haven't seen shit for a while. Okay. Is there anything else? The statement was a mix of comments giving Games Workshop the benefit of the doubt, which you shouldn't. Why the fuck would you? The people who give doubt are the motherfuckers who don't know or don't understand that Games Workshop does not give a fuck about you. And time again, you have these motherfuckers give the benefit of the doubt. Come on, dude. It annoys me personally a little bit because when you give them a doubt, you're just giving them a free hand. Like, oh, it's not AI. What do you mean? Look at this little fuck. I can't even scream. Don't believe for a second that an actual professional artist worked on this. Oh, wait, sorry. Comments expressing a healthy dose of skepticism and jokes.
Healthy skepticism.
Shut the fuck up. There's a reason that I'm just this aggressive because... How do I say this? A lot of people like to play safe and cutesy and, this is all family group guys. And meanwhile, for me, it just fucking annoys me. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. I don't give a shit. He's so negative. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, that's what I thought. You were gonna do nothing. What it reminds me of? The one with the Sylvester Stallone movie where he was frozen in a cryopod and went to the future, and everyone is like there's no violence, it's so clean, happy days. And so that's Sylvester Stallone, who's a years ago cop, is me. That's what it feels like right now with 40k. Don't believe for a second that the actual professional artist worked on this and didn't realize they had 6 fingers. You'll be surprised. said the one person, especially considering this is greatly originated based on specific models from the box set. This just looks like you've posed some minis, taken a photo, and got AI to turn in a dramatic scene. Pretty much. Only AI would accidentally generate 6 fingers. A human wouldn't do that. Lazy, pay your artist, and don't lie. Speaking facts. But I would be more aggressive on that, personally. I honestly didn't think of much of that. Go through the old 40k codexes and you'll see the same thing, and other funny things like double base rims or elongated bolters. What? Yeah. It's fine to have 2 hearts and a finger in reverse, joked another. Yeah. So this is just talking about like, they talked about it before. This is what the guys are talking about. Talking about AI. So basically, if I have to sum it up altogether, oh yeah, hello, Walt Kowalski. Give him like a B chess. True. If I have to guess, hey Speefy Gonzalez, I haven't seen you. I thought you were unsubscribed to me like years ago. Shit, man. If I have to guess, some motherfucker put AI, they didn't double check their shit, or they were just underpaid, whatever the fuck it is. And now you got that result. Now, you have to also understand Games Workshop as a company. Because, as you can see, the further in the future we're going, AI is going to be more and more more and more accurate, and it's going to have live service updates over and over again. So companies because again, the people who are leading it are literally fucking psychopaths or sociopaths. And the only thing they can think in their head is, alright, how can I min-max to get more profit? Right? That's what it usually becomes with. It's like, okay, if you guys make more or less the same quality and all that, I might as well have less artists and do AI do the majority of the job. And that has happened with certain areas around in different industries and all that. But then again, even with AI, you still need people to maintain that shit or to update that stuff. So it will lose jobs, but also it will create new ones. And you kind of like have to understand that shit more or less. That's how I see it. Now, other people will say otherwise, but hey, look. You know what?
Hey guys, if it makes you happy for whatever fucking reason,
Let's just say the money you guys gave me that I had in store on the side, let's just say I finally started to do some commissions. Not the commissions that you guys think about like this on Twitter. I'm talking about genuine artwork commissions and 3D model commissions. So it is more of to return the favor to you guys and say thank you for the support after like a whole year of my career. It's more of, it's just me being a random dude talking about random shit. So now, when it's ready to be showed, good question. I just started it. So I'm testing some waters around. And I'll see what I will do later on. But first, I'm gonna show you guys one model with its artwork. And I'll be like, hey guys, here's a model. You can get it from XYZ platform and get it from there. And I'll see how it goes. But it is the first step that I wanted to go and just return the favor to you guys and be like, hey, thank you for all the donations you've given me, so I might as well return the favor to you guys. And don't worry, it's not going to be fucking expensive, hopefully. Well, it's going to be expensive for me for even doing commissions, but hey, fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Okay. That's enough about the Total War. Horus Heresy,
finger.
Anyways. Let's get into this. Okay. I wanted me to do like a reaction on this and make a video about it, but then again, I was a little bit fucking busy and shit, and I was doing the other videos that I needed to play catch up with, which, if you guys seen it, the videos weren't doing well, guys. My career's over. Look at this shit. Wait, hold up.
Oh, 1.3 fucking K views, guys. My career's over. Why can't I have thousands of views?
As I said to people, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Talking about elitism, nice. Talking about how videos got popular, nice. Will it be popular? Dude, I never even think about it that it's popular. Just like this video. I was like, oh, okay, I'll talk about Dawn of War 4. We'll probably get like 2K, 3K views. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. This is how I see things. I don't expect my videos to be popular. I expect the exact opposite. Because in the end, what I care is, I want to upload the videos that I want to upload, not the other way around. Oh, there is another thing that is very important, and it fucking sucks, and I'll probably explain about it. Alright, let's get into Total War Warhammer 40k, shall we?
There is no peace amongst the stars.
So blurry. Alright, fuck it, we'll go with, we'll work with what we have.
There is only war.
Total War Warhammer 40,000 is really like
A marriage of IPs made in heaven. We create authentic worlds. And we have a really precious IP.
Let me guess, turn-based? Nah, Warhammer 40k is a real-time strategy that involves with fucking Rome Total War shit. Alpha build in progress. Oh wait, oopsie. God damn it.
It's really like a marriage of IPs made in heaven. We create.
Remember the motherfuckers that had the fucking audacity to come and tell me,
you can't make extra details, close-up models and all that.
The fuck is this? If Total War, Warhammer 40k can do this, then Dawn of War 4 has no fucking excuse.
Authentic.
Look at that. That already is better. 10 times better. 20 times better than what Dawn of War 4 has showed. I'm talking about visually, by the way, because this is already a close-up. Oh, it's RTS. There's a Greek phrase, or slang, that they call it. They do this motion as well, which is called, Balakadibezis. Which just means, are you playing? But it doesn't make sense in English. It just means of, are you fucking around? Like, are you fucking dumb? Like, this one already gives much more detailed close-up compared to Dawn of War 4, but people trying to excuse that as, oh, it's just an RTS. Yeah, motherfucker. And this is Total War with big, massive battlefields that does 2 times better than your pathetic excuse in the game that is called Dawn of War. I really want to emphasize this because this excuse does not work on me. And I've seen games before and they can meet that fucking standard and beyond. But instead, we are downgrading it instead.
And we have a really precious IP currently that we are working with, which I know.
Now, obviously, I gave this to Gamza, and Gamza was like, oh my god, Premiere is so good, man. No, I'm fucking with you. He probably didn't even watch it, but he just did the usual meme of, oh, you know, Premiere's, oh, I love it so much. Oh, you know. As you guys know, he's an asshole, but that's what he is.
Lots of you, just like us, we really love. We read a lot of books, played games, painted minis. We want to insert you in that authentic universe. The galaxy is an unforgiving place. Everyone is fighting. There is no option to stop because, you know, the world will eat you alive. But you, as a player, you will make the difference. And what's really unique about Total War is you can...
let me look at this again one more time.
Forgiving place. Everyone is fighting. There is no option to stop because, you know, the world will eat you alive. But you as a player, you will make the difference. And that's
because I've played Total War games before. Rome Total War 1, 2, a little bit of Napoleon, and Total War Warhammer 1 and 2. I can already tell this is the exact same fucking recipe. You got heavy units, light units, and medium units, and then you use them for certain things. Some of them just are much more stronger with shooting, and you just put more upgrades so they can shoot better and all that. It really depends. This almost is more or less the same, where you have units for, like, I just look at this, I'm like, my god, this looks like fucking Rome Total War, but Warhammer 40k modded. That's how I see it. And this is so pretty much how I predicted it. The only difference that it makes majority is the tanks. But I can see the tanks as mobile ballistas, but with a cannon on it. So, but the rest just seems the same. It's like, oh, put your troops here, they get, actually no. Put your archers here, your mobile fucking ballistas, and start shooting at them in a certain angle. Like, again, I'm looking at this as more of a Total War game than a Warhammer 40k game because same fucking shit.
you as a player, you will make the difference. And what's really unique about Total War is you can experience that whole universe, from the galaxy running an entire faction across the stars, to the soldier fighting on the ground and just clinging to life, try to survive another day. It's literally like being that armchair general who is like, I'm at the command of vast forces doing big...
Woke. No. Okay.
Flanking maneuvers, doing...
Yeah, this gives me Rome Total War 2 vibes. Yep. Some destruction buildings. Units can go off over the fucking short walls. These are archers. Heavy archers. Yep.
Smart moves like jumping over...
Yeah, this one is technically new, but nothing too amazing.
Like covering big spaces, especially with the jump backs or dropping bombard.
Like, the way I see this is just, flying Romans with shields get onto these guys, and you have archers here just shooting at it while having some friendly fire. That's how I see it, at least.
Jump backs or dropping bombardment of the enemy. And that's...
You can use catapults and then just shoot at it again. Yeah.
What's unique about it is the scale, both the horizontal and the verticality of it.
It's a big,
Primaris Icky.
vast franchise, a massive setting that's been around since the 80s, but luckily we don't expect players to know everything. We don't even want them to know everything. We have a brilliant
Interesting.
onboarding experience. It's a very story-driven set of campaigns, and there was only one.
We don't want them to know everything. That could be good and bad at the same time. Maybe they're just implying, hey, look, you don't need to know that much complicated shit. So we are just trying to make a game to at least introduce you to Warhammer 40k. That can be one thing. Another thing that could be a more negative thing is, if you don't know Warhammer 40k whatsoever, that also means the game developers can add some random bullshit into it. And then the new fans will be like, oh, okay, this is how it works. It's canon, guys. Just like Space Marine 2.
Iconic location to start.
Yes, it is Armageddon, the quintessential place that represents the fight between humanity and orcs. They're like larger than life characters. Like one of my favorite ones is Yarrick, who, yes, we will have in the game.
Damn, man, looks slick, damn. No, let's continue.
Well, don't forget his arch rivals there too. We have Ghazghkull Fracker, the prophet of the War himself.
Yep.
But it's that journey that's going to be the interesting one.
Yeah, it's a path to Armageddon, yeah. The stakes are galactic, so you're going through between systems to systems, where the end goal, at least for Thor and the Imperium, is definitely Armageddon.
And Armageddon's certainly not where we're stopping. It's just the start.
We're looking at all of the details of the different world types that are present in Warhammer 40,000. So we've got hive worlds, agro worlds, mining worlds, frontier worlds.
I saw this before, and I think I know where this is going.
And layered on top of that, we also have all of the different biomes. So we can have icy mine.
Okay, let's see. The way I picture it, if I play Rome Total War, Gaul, which is literally ice, water, mud, and shit. The way I see these planets is just the same way as cities. So if I have to guess, what is basically happening is you are not doing multiple battles in a city, in a planet. Basically these are cities. You go siege them, and fingers crossed you'll siege them for a long time. And then you go take the fucking place. I think this is what I think that's what it is.
Mining worlds, arid mining worlds. Ultimately, what we've done is we have created a planet-making system. There's two things we want to do with the hive worlds. One, we want to make sure that the planets themselves look like hive worlds, so that we have huge cathedral, very much like we're in a cathedral here, cathedral-like cities stretching into the sky, going through the clouds, and whole planet's surface covered in urban development. And then we want to make sure that the battlefields match the visuals on the planet.
So one of the challenges, of course, there is like the staggering.
Yeah, no, there's some areas that I just think it's a little too bright for my liking. Like, I understand, like, oh, this is what the world looks like and all that, but again, that looks nice. I like that one. What was the other one? That was nice. It's not too bad. Like, the sense of scale, they succeeded. It's not too bad. But sometimes there are some that just doesn't fit what they are going for, at least. Already better than fucking God of War 4. But, again, it's like Stat Edgar from The Boys, where it gives a little praise to Homelander, but it literally immediately squashes it. This is what I'm doing with Total War. So they do better than Dawn of War 4, but I would see that it's just another Total War game, but with 40K with a 40K skin. Would it be successful? Sure. There's nothing denying that, but it's nothing too exciting if you have played other Total War games before that. Rome 1, 2, a little bit of Napoleon, and then Total War Warhammer 1 and 2. Every game is more or less the same. It's just some tweaks here and there. So.
There is like the staggering sort of architecture and scale and verticality, and then try and pull that into like a really engaging gameplay space. The sheer volume of potential lanes and routes.
Building zones, traversable lanes, cover zones.
We have some maps
Yeah, I can see that.
where your focus will be on sort of like...
The reason I'm pausing because the audio is just louder than me, so there's partly of that.
Navigating through these choke points and blasting apart areas to get a bit more sort of room to maneuver, or, you know, bring down a building on someone that's trucking along past. But then there's actually some pretty significant open spaces within them, you know, like gigantic landing pads, and sort of, you know, the scale is so utterly off the chart.
Total War's always been a game about scale, right? You're from the bird's eye view above your empire down to the individual battlefields that decide its fate. With this one, though, we've had to go much grander. You're fighting across a solar system, right? Imagine you're looking down at kind of your ship's bridge at the hololith that's displayed. You're now deciding which planet do I wish to assault? Which regions should I conquer to give myself the most strategic advantage? Every decision you make as a player is not impacting just your current turn, but it's impacting every turn that goes on afterwards. Those decisions, they stick with you, they follow you. It's not a linear path through, right? And
basically, the planet is a fucking city. You go and siege it, and then you take that planet, then you go and do something else. Ba-da-ba-doom, ba-ba-ba-ding. It's just that. It's not that fucking deep, bro.
also, narratively, the decisions you make as an individual drive the outcome of the story itself and how that plays out. So even playing through with the...
Lord and behold, right there. Let's just say this is my starting point. All right, what is my next planet that I have to capture? Go here. Do a siege on the planet. Capture it. And then I have another general. Go capture that planet. And then I have another general. Go capture that planet. And then spam fucking spies and all that shit. It's like... I played a little bit too much Rome Total War. Obviously not good. Like, as in, like, I'm not a good player in Rome Total War. It's just, like, I understand the mechanics, how they are played at least. It's just, yeah.
Same faction multiple times will yield a different experience for you as a player.
We want their strategic decision-making to pull their forces through the game, but they will certainly encounter narrative events or the framing of why they're there, what their objectives are, how do they win. So the narrative framing will influence the rewards you'll kind of get for conquering a certain system. If you're the Astra Militarum and you take a plant on a civilized world, they're probably going to get a boost to tank production. If you're Orcs and you come across a world rich in scrap, that's probably going to help you build some stompers much faster than going to Agri-World, for instance.
If you love Warhammer 40,000...
Very icky.
We are bringing that to life in a way you will never have seen in any other video game that's been made. If you love your strategy gaming, right, in general, if you love your turn-based or real-time strategies, you know, we've got you there as well.
We cannot wait to spend the next many, many years crafting the ultimate grimdark experience. And you can help by joining our closed beta, which gets launched later this year. We are on social media, so please follow us for more news, and thank you again.
Alright, who wants my fucking final thoughts on this shit? Which one do you want, guys? Guys, which one do you want? Do you want me to throw a brick at you, or you want me to throw you flowers? Which one, guys? Do you guys want a brick or a brick? I'm trying to play music because right now it's just like, oh, calm jazz because it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Bricks, all right, no objection and all that. Very good. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, we got 2 bricks. Someone needs snacks. One is being a bitch, so he wants flowers. Hey, October commissions. Let me read the rest of the chat. The planet's not a city. Odds are on the battlefield will be set just outside the city, with just a few buildings on the very outskirts that are very actually part of the battlefield. Yeah, okay, so basically what has worked in Rome Total War 2. Or, actually, no. Actually, my bad. No. Rome Total War 2. Where is it? hopefully this is yeah, this is more like that. Yeah. So it's gonna be something like this. So basically, a little bit of wall here, they break in, they capture some points, and they go the outskirts of the building. Thus, they capture the whole hive mind. Oh my god. Same old, same old, same old. Nothing too impressive, nothing too great, and it's just Rome Total War Warhammer 2, but 40k reskin. Yippee-ki-yay. That's how I see it. It's just Warhammer 40k reskin, but for now, it's only related to Armageddon, so that means it's just the Imperium versus the Orcs. And then later on, most likely you're gonna get DLCs that you verse World Eaters or any other factions that might introduce into the 40k space. So you can just pay DLCs and people will just buy them. I would say, in comparison with Dawn of War and Total War Warhammer, Total War Warhammer will be a little bit more successful than Dawn of War 4. And but Total War Warhammer 40k is just, again, it's just a reskin. And the ones who are more interested in that game are just Warhammer 40k fans. But the ones who played Total War before, they just see this as the same fucking shit. It has not changed. It doesn't make a difference. The only difference is you just have more ranged units. So, that's how I see it. It would be cool if you take control of a character on the battlefield and play like a third person or first shooter. That would be weird. At least for a Total War game. The reason why people want a Total War 40k games, they want a Warhammer sim. Yeah, pretty much. They just want a Warhammer sim, but, you know. Hell, bro, get out of here. Total War went down the drain. Well, seems like it. I don't think they have done anything else for a good while now. Flowers, Total War. First Total War for consoles. Oh yeah, it is. Xbox Series, PS5. Oh my god, how the fuck are you gonna play that? Yuck. Icky even. Button yellow, you're a hater, grr. Fucking stupid bitch. You fucking fuck. They're 100% gonna recycle the demon units from Warhammer Total War 3. Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously, because they are more or less the same. Don't even think about it. The way that I did my hand gesture. But yeah, no, it's just roughly the same. They're just gonna transfer that into that, but they're just gonna make it more sci-fi. Whatever the hell, however they want to make. Fun fact, I didn't even know Warhammer until they got into and ruined Total War. Fair enough. Exactly, it's the same BS we've gotten since Rome 2 come out. Yeah. Actually, the only thing that I'm curious is, would you even have a diplomacy between the orcs? Because that was another thing in Rome Total War, but I don't think they're gonna do that for this one, because you are in total war against them. Commissar Games, hello my good man, hello. Read chat, give me attention, thumbs down. Man, if you gave me money, maybe I'll might pay attention to you. Bitch, nah. Also, good news, Gamza. Doing commissions, which I've already mentioned in Discord. But holy fuck, I have to wait. Holy fuck, I have to wait. I'm waiting for the art commission to finish first, and then I'm gonna go for the model commission. Because the reason is because I need someone to make like a more definitive look to it, and then I pass it to the guy who makes the model and be like, hey buddy, here's a more official artwork here for this, and this is what I had previously. Can you make a model for this? And then they just do it. It's pretty good. And so far, so good. I can't wait for my money to drain. Mark of Chaos or the Warhammer, in my honest opinion. Even Medieval 2 Call of Warhammer and Sundering mods, Total War Warhammer. Yep. Chat winning. Gamza was lurking the entire time. Of course he is. When I'm streaming, he's sharpening the blade. And then he's gonna make videos and then I'm gonna copy him. No, I'm joking. You got a bot on Kick. I don't see it. Oh, there is one. Fucking Keek. Diplomatic Tyranids. Tyranids in Armageddon? Unheard of. Armageddon is usually popular with orcs and all that shit. Okay. This has rarely happened in my channel, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And someone brought this up, and I'm like, boy, am I gonna fucking destroy him today. Am I gonna fucking destroy him today? It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be cooking tonight. Look, what do you mean disgusting? Like, this is your fucking brother here, you fucking furry. I can't even say the special words right now. Tyranids are gonna be DLC, same with most factions. Yeah, I think other factions are gonna be DLC in order to make more investment and money. Because it works. Bless him. Luke is just spamming shit. No, please, no, stop. This motherfucker. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Actually, no, if I type it up, Luke is gonna screenshot that and take me out of context. But if you know the Luna Space Marine model, Luke is into that shit, okay? He said it in Discord, in 4K. Like this guy. Like, I can't believe it. You should see like the photo. You should see the photos that I get that I find with. He's passed us over. I've changed my mind. All right. Okay. It's only 4 minutes. You guys will be fine, right? Right. You guys are gonna be fine. You'll live. You'll be fine. Alright, let's take a look at this.
Heretics. I was thinking how much I really, really like the visual style of this. I think it looks really cool. And I was like, oh, I hope that, you know, that show that they're doing, I hope that, you know, it kind of translates, you know, well into live action or whatever. But I was more thinking, it'd be cool to see some animated stuff. You know, with a lot of the really cool sort of like stylized animated stuff that's out there. You know, the Spider-Verse really kicked off, and I think a lot of, especially that Sony animation stuff's had a really cool visual style to it. Like the Ninja Turtles movie, and the GOAT recently, and K-pop Demon Hunters and stuff. Like, it would be really cool to see, you know, a sort of experimental, almost like try and make do the CG to kind of look like they are miniatures or something like that. And then kind of do like, you know, visual flares and stuff on top of that for action sequences and stuff like that. I think you could do like some really cool animated Warhammer stuff. As much as I'm not a League of Legends guy, but I'm sort of thinking like, you know, like Arcane, like how they do a bunch of kind of. I have issues with Arcane. I think how it's like a perpetual music video is kind of a little bit cringe, to be honest.
This is very bad timing. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh gosh, the bad timing out of all this. I'm like, man, not right now. It's just so random shit. It's like, my body's like, your time is now. You have to go. I'm like, man, can you not hold it for another fucking 2 minutes?
No, listen to me. This is very important, or else you're gonna shit yourself, buddy. You're gonna shit yourself and piss yourself. You have no option in this. This is not a negotiation.
The human body. Look, Mechanicus were right. The flesh is weak. Why? Because it doesn't allow me to fucking min-max watching videos. I'll be right back. I got some shit to say, but I'll be right back. Oh, I'll play some music in the background as well. Just to make you guys not so bored. Anyways. Okay, it's working. Just gotta say. Woo. Come on. But play the fucking music. Jesus Christ, dude. I fucking hate Opera GX sometimes. There we go. Hey, look, it's either going to be Hassan chair or Hassan chair. So. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom. my microphone was fucking muted. Like, I turned my head and then my... I was reading chat. Let's start again then. God damn it. Hello, Weird Snake. Fuck me, dude. Hello, Weird Snake. Let me get some gabagool. Yes. No worries. Don't just mute yourself. Dude, I mute myself on the OBS. I didn't expect to mute myself here. Alright. Oh, dude. You know what? You guys can figure out yourselves what I fucking read. Because I can't be fucked. Yeah, okay, I got a collection, so you guys think they're gonna force female Space Marines, that Amazon TV show. So, as I was saying, I don't think they will do it because you already got something that is stronger and better and faster than Space Marines, and you have female custodians. They could just command Space Marines around like their little bitch. That's how I see it, at least. I don't think they're gonna do anything more than that. He's a VTuber now, and all the guys who just showed up, the dog thing, he's his mother. Fuck you guys. I don't even hold a controller like... Who the fuck holds a controller like that way? Hey Lemma, how you doing, my good man? The mic is cut off. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're muted. Someone turned this into a GIF. Fuck you guys. So... Do you forgive him, Nella? Mutius Makers. He could be giving his whole life story right now.
Fuck you guys.
Alright. Let's take a look on this. Alright, let's continue.
But that's just me. I think some of those cool sort of like flavors of animation and stuff could be really neat. There's some crazy fan animated 40k stuff like that. Oh, I imagine there is. I imagine there is.
What are we waiting for?
I just think like lean into like their stocky plastic painted men. Do you know what I mean? Like lean into that sort of look and that sort of aesthetic. And then you can do all those kind of like crazy, you know, like Spider-Verse did and other things where they kind of break the rules and break the animation for a bit. And do really crazy stuff and incorporate like 2D elements on top and things like that. I think you could do really, really cool stuff. I think I would really like to see that.
This is your average Warhammer 40k fan right here. They're playing Space Marine. He doesn't even know or understand anything about 40k, or has looked in the past about 40k. And this motherfucker is like, I wish they had more fan animations. Great. Buddy, we used to have them, but this thing called GW took it away. It's fucking annoying. Yeah. We used to have animations. We used to have so much beautiful animations that we had. And some of them are even deleted. Okay, this is almost like self-promo, but let's go down here. Where is it? Like here. Warhammer 40k channels, where are they now? There were people that used to make animations, Sodas, Astartes, Alphabusa, so much more. There was even more, like Janovic, absolutely nothing. Also, people legit made so many animations during 8th edition, and that is partly why it popped up a little bit. And Astartes is the major one. To the point that GW was like, okay, we can't have these guys because they're going to be direct competitors against our paywall called Warhammer Plus. So what they do instead, they literally threatened any animators to take down their animation or join into their work so they work for them instead. And their animation is going to be behind a paywall. So the fact is, we used to have animations. Like, I wouldn't even think you would even know Death of Hope, which is literally a Horus Heresy fan film. And that is done in 2 parts. Oh no, it's only 1 part if I recall. Yeah, it's only done in 1 part. I don't recall he did a second series. There's the Death of Hope series. Like, there are some animations right now. If I even remember it. Hold up. I'm not gonna show you my shit entirely. I don't want you guys to see my whole shit. You can only see some of it, but not all of it. I'm gonna whip some of them out, like some animations. They did animations for like years ago, but not anymore. Yeah, that. Yeah, that'll be enough for now. Okay. Sim Dunny. He did some animations, mostly Firstborn and all that shit. 5 years ago. Oh, there's a recent animation, 6 months ago. He's done some. Frades. It's only a single project. It was like live action Space Marine shit. I thought it was neat. It was cool. You know. Had a little trailer. They released the trailer. And it's about the Dark Angels and all that. Yeah, Ezekiel and Galadon. So that was neat. And then you got Karos. Basically the guy who did the Total War 2 Codex Edition cinematic. So there was that. This was 2 years ago. Now, Alex Murray. He did a recent animation about this with Primaris, which icky, ew. But years ago, 4 years ago, which is 2022, he did this one. Pontus 57. 5 years ago, the Raptor. Obviously, it's Primaris, but this one is like setting up a Space Marine, does things, shooting around. So, and Primaris itself. Yeah, there's no animations for it anymore. But it used to be on this channel. But you can actually look it up, and there's some people who re-uploaded it. Look at this shit. Honestly, that doesn't look too bad. Could have been better, but not too bad. So, obviously, I'm not going to come around and be like an elitist or anything, but I'm coming in the position of, hey, look, I know what you're saying. You want more animations. They're talking about more about 40K and all that, and you want more stuff. Yeah. Who the fuck didn't want any more stuff? But the problem is, we used to have them, but they all got taken down by GW because, if you like it or not, they were direct competitors of GW in their eyes, so they had to take them down. And there's nothing you can do about it. And it's funny, those animators were the prime thing that made 4K not popular in a sense that we know today, because I think they become They became less popular compared to 8th edition. I think 8th edition was just like way higher than what 10th edition is right now. 10th edition went downhill. That's how I see it. Ooh.
I'm not like... I think I see cool live action.
Like, again, like, is this how you see it as a Space Marine? What the fuck is that? The elite of the elite Space Marines, by the way. And this is what you show.
I'm not like... I think I see cool live action stuff in like cosplay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't always want everything to be like, oh, make a...
Disobeying your command, running in with anger. Dude, that's how I think about top tier elite of the cream of the crop Space Marines. Oh my god, that's how I think about fucking professional soldiers. Dude, I've seen US Marines go in combat. They are not like that. Like, some of them get shot and all that. They're like, that's the name of the job, kid. This doesn't give me the impression of a 1,000-year battle veteran. This just tells me these guys are just completely new. And they never experienced combat in their life. So they see their brother dying. They're like, shut the fuck up, dude. Come on. Veterans, top tier elite Space Marines, my ass.
Live action thing. I think sometimes the stylized stuff that you can do with animation, especially for stuff that's really ambitious in scale like this, is often the way to go.
Oh man, dude. Oh, you guys have no fucking idea. When I played this in campaign in the hardest difficulty, I was fucking cringing hard, man. Holy fuck.
Oh, this looks nuts.
Yeah, these fucking you people, they come in and they're like, I don't get it, this looks cool. Did you even bother looking at old shit? No, but this makes sense to me, so this is canon. Even if you try to explain it to them sometimes, I'm not saying they're fucking idiots. Which is true to a certain extent. But I think they just can't comprehend or understand because they come with a different expectation and other different view. So it doesn't really make sense to them when they're trying to see Warhammer 40k because they're not looking at it as Warhammer 40k. They're looking at it as Halo or Star Wars or anything they had previously. But they look at Warhammer 40k and they're like, oh, this looks cool. This looks a little different. Wow, Space Marine 2, blah. And then afterwards, they just don't really understand why someone is being a hater or someone's being negative. And they can't even comprehend why this is fucking not epic. It's gay. British SAS canonically screamed for King William and St. George when they were in Afghanistan. Yeah, yep. Fuck you. All right. Hey, Anna. How you doing, my good man?
It's the ghost. It's the ghost of Toxic. Defend the ghost of Toxic.
Yeah, he's enraged. Wow. At this point, shoot him. He's not being told as he ordered, and he's disobeying orders about Titus. Realistically, if he's just not being commanded as he's being told, shoot the guy. Because apparently he's just out of his mind. And he's not being disciplined. And I wouldn't be even surprised if he just listened to the voices of Chaos and became a Chaos Marine. Like, again, yeah, anyways, I was about to talk about, like, animations, but not the fucking game itself.
I'm definitely gonna have a look though. As you said, there's some crazy like fan animated stuff because we do live in an age where there's so many like tools available to people and so many talented people that they do make really wild stuff that's out there. I mean, you just look at like furry art and stuff like that, right? It's crazy the stuff that people are independently producing.
I don't think there's anything else he will speak about, but it's just mainly the point is he wants a lot more animated stuff to be shown. Like, I can understand that, but at the same time, as I showed on the stream, we did. But Games Workshop just fucking banned those animations or forced people to remove their videos or join them instead. That's why you got Astartes 2 in behind the paywall. We had so much potential when it comes to the fandom, but instead, Games Workshop gave the middle finger to the fandom, which pretty much was a flashbang to people. And they didn't really understand that Games Workshop doesn't even give a shit about you. All they care in the end is them making profit and all that. And if you're just making animations that is more popular than them, that is a threat to their fucking business. And I'm not saying this is a right or wrong way of doing it. It's just more of that's how they see things. Again, these are businessmen. These are fucking psychopaths. All they can think about, like, partly is money, but at the same time, they're like, how much can I min-max this and restrict only for people to come to me? Because in the end, when it comes to the business, it's not being the number one in the business. It's about being the only one. So if I'm the only one who has animations, models, and anything related to 40K, I'm going to be that motherfucker who's going to make money. That's it. But yeah, no, this guy gives me the impression of a new Warhammer 40k fan. He just got into Space Marine 2 and doesn't really understand very important things that happened about 6 years ago. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, fucking idiot, which partly it is true. He is a fucking idiot. But I do genuinely believe people can improve on things. People can go and look back to the old stuff and have a better understanding why certain things are not in the direction or none of these things are good. And also gives also another direction that Space Marine 2 is a shit game. Oh my god, he just pretends that he thinks that Space Marine 2 is worse than another. Motherfucker, I look at it as a Warhammer 40k game. The lore doesn't make sense. The Space Marines don't make sense. The Tyrannists don't make sense, in short. So my criteria is even lower compared to how I see it as a video game, because as a video game, it's mid. But as a 40k game, it's fucking lower. Because the campaign is so fucking dog shit. No shit, I'll rate it lower. But people don't understand that. Alright, but yeah, now that's how I see it. Nothing more to talk about. Alright. I don't think there's anything else. Unless you guys posted something. Nope. You fuckers. Made me bored. But yeah. Again, we used to have animation. And we don't have that much anymore. Yo, we got some bulky shit. Yeah. Anyways. Let me read the chat now. You gotta get a bunch of normies, even less talking about how they've lent lore bricky. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a look. Let's go and take a look. Oh, 10 views. Excellent. Just how I like it. Where is it? Remember around the beginning of this year, it was said that games were... My guy. So... Let's take a look. Oh, wait, no. This is a different one. There we go. Now, let's see. Not even modern intelligence, because there were some people when they saw this, they unironically thought it's the bottom of the fucking gun. I was like, really? This is business and it's too lucky. It irritates customers but still makes a profit. Damn shit. Check Discord. Oh my fucking god. Have you watched this one? Dude, that's like an hour and a half fucking stream. Not interested. Let's see. If it's AI, I sincerely think it's not GW's doing. They're too protective of the Warhammer IP. Oh, there was a quote about doubt in Warhammer 40k. That you should never doubt and all that shit. I just can't remember on the top of my head. I really see mutations in chapters did happen. Also, I personally say that it's part of the gun. They ironically think this here is part of the gun, even though the stock is right below it. Let's see. I called this long ago. Lamau. I called this so long ago. I had some regard in a previous comment section saying source. Like, I don't know, my fucking eyes. How the fuck would you even say, like, you look at this, it's like, are we holding the gun like this now and my thumb is pulling the trigger? This one is actually holding it like this, but it gets an extra finger on the bottom. Like, how else am I going to explain this? Am I blind or what? I see 5 fingers. What the fucking mean? Fucking mean. Look. Me too. Oh, come on, you can't be this fucking stupid, please. Please. Oh my god. Oh, please. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on. Dude, this must be rage. Guys, this is about to be rage bait. Come on, dude. Fucking hell. Holy fucking shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy fucking shit. How many things do we have? 5. What's holding the fucking grip? A thumb. So there's 6 fucking... Actually, hold up. Pen. Pencil. Yeah, that would do. 6 fucking fingers. You can't be this fucking stupid, please. Holy fuck, man. Oh, I see only 5 fingers. Are you fucking retarded? Yeah. 5 fingers on the right side. The fuck is holding the grip then? You need a thumb to hold. Have you never held a thumb before? I hold wallet. How many fingers are on the one side? How much is on the other side? If I have to explain the most bare bone shit, that concerns me. I don't see what is the problem. Is there another finger? I see 5. They know it's right there, but it's just right under their fucking noses. Oh, goodness. Either they're a Hive City residents or scared to be shot by Inquisitor. You only need 5 fingers. What a weirdo. What are you, mutant or something? Just joined and haven't checked the rest of the vid, but you have seen the left pauldron. It's also AI. Maybe a little bit on the shoulder pad, but the pauldron, But then again, most people notice the fingers. But also, hello, Corey. Holding the gun like it's a mug of coffee. 4 to 5, 6. Of course, Nell, everyone does that. Bro, why not just pay some of the artists $100 from Twitter? This is the best way I can describe this. Artists are the most emotional motherfuckers you will ever meet. They complain, they get greedy, and they always ask for extra time for extra things, and all you ask and all you want is get the shit done. That's why. And that's why some people just go to AI, because it is faster, quicker, and they don't fucking complain. That is partly why some businesses are slowly heading to the fucking AI direction. Because they don't complain. It's technically free, unless you go for the more complicated stuff that you have to buy. And the job is done. And you just have less artists just to fix a couple things around and maintain the fucking AI machine, and that's all you need. It's just the way it is. Because with an artist, you have to communicate, you have to wait, and then they have to do the sketch, and you have to wait for a day or two, and there's so much waiting, and then after you waited for so long, it's just like, bruh, I want things done quickly, kind of thing. It's almost like the fingers are the hardest part of the drawer, and not every mistake means is AI. This guy's giving too much leeway. This guy is giving too much leeway. Oh yeah, that's the bottom of the grip. So people thought this finger right here is the bottom of the gun. As I've already explained it. Oh gosh. Yeah, nah, he's Oh, wait. Can you believe? Can you believe how stupid these fanboys are? The grip of the white line below the last finger, not counting the thumb, right above the skull ornament. Yep. You should point that out. I see the last finger as the bottom of the gun's grip, not a finger. And what's so ironic is this. Nice try, fanboy. The bottom grip is white beneath the 5th finger. The grip's edge is white line above a skull. Alright, let's see what this wise thought about this. Fanboy, I've been in the hobby for 2 decades. I've just commented how it looks to me. If I am wrong and it's proven AI, and I'll accept that I'm wrong. Water. Tell me, have you ever guys seeing some guy who has 5 fingers and an extra thumb on the side? Or I see there's a put on the grip. The grip is right out of your fuck. Oh, let's take a look here. hold up. Does this guy have 4 fingers? Or 5? Is this guy holding it with 4 fingers? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers? Not gonna lie, this type of behavior makes the orcs even smarter. Nice. Oh yeah, this motherfucker.
Actually, I put the image into a few AI detectors and they came out as real GW.
Oh wait, as real? Full stop.
GW has already horrible business practice. I don't see why you need to make up new things to complain about. That is already enough.
And, this man is correct. Like for my alternate account, sadly those AI detectors don't work on that either.
Well, you be consistent that he's not AI.
As I said, there are 2 possible ways. Either the artists are literally fucking with people, or this is genuinely AI. I put in an AI detector to detect if it's AI. Wow, bro. Dude, that is so fucking smart. But you be consistent, dude. It's right there. You don't need a fucking AI confirmation. And from specific pattern that AI always does is putting an extra finger. Like, come on, dude. That's the best way to say this. Now they use AI for years. People are either too stupid to tell or can't see that a lot of art has significant clerical errors, especially that perturbable reveal art they did this year. That shit, dude, it was fucking terrible. That shit, it was terrible. Dislike for Luca. Anyways. I think that's the shit that I say. Oh yeah, and then I did that video. I am surprised that these are doing okay-ish. It's not too bad. They don't care about 40k community stuff. They only care about 40k. Okay, fine. Fine. I took that mechanics too then. Fuck it. Maybe he was an art student that insisted to GW that is correct that way. Yeah, probably. Yo, 666, let's fucking go. But yeah. Nah, there's nothing much I can say. 16 views? Oh, fuck. Okay, we're increasing. Was there anything else going on? Right now, I'm just fucking around and just checking. God damn it. No one's going to debate you, no worry. Everyone has, dude. Most people have. Alright, let's see. Accurate depiction of an average Senator Armstrong political debate. Damn you, Nilab, you're a hater. Dude, I thought this shit was funny. I thought that shit was funny as shit. It's an ad hominem. Yeah, bro, this isn't debate. I don't respect you. Oh, this guy, dude. This guy is the most soy, Varak defending little motherfucker. All he does is just dismissing all the points that is made and just says, oh, you know, you're spelling you on Farz, you fucking hypocrite. You're doing the same me. And he doesn't even make any points at all. He's a joke. Can you give me a like? Are you here? No, you're not. So I don't give you a like. Back to the thing about 6 fingers. Maybe the artist was using his own hand as a reference. Probably. He might be mutated. Motherfucker is just a little different. But yeah. There's nothing else. Is there anything else to talk about? Unless... Yeah, I don't see you guys posting anything in the Discord. So I would assume there isn't anything else. Unless I can go steal it from someone else. I'm looking for the six-fingered man. He killed... Oh my fucking god. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't remember. Like, I know what you're talking about. I used to watch it as a kid, but I just don't remember now. I just don't know the name of it. Oh gosh. Checking on Discord. Actually, you know what? I'll show you what my Discord is like right now. Wait, window. Yeah, window. Dude, this is the shit that... Wait. I'm gonna fix that. All I see is fucking Godzilla shit. So they're just doing chatter, and then it's just Godzilla shit. Everything fucking Godzilla. Godzilla fucking shit. Do you know why? Fuck, because, Godzilla Battle of the Monsters is, coming out. Yeah. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. They're doing a remaster. And it's coming out in November 3rd, 2026. Funny enough, this game is coming out in before GTA 6. What a fucking... Yeah. These people, man. They're just so out of hand. They're just so out of hand. It's just Godzilla shit. Oh yeah, that comment. I admire how you're constantly seething, to be honest, but I would like to see some 3rd, 4th edition content. I already know the current slop is absolute dog shit and the lowest this game has ever been, but I would like to see some positive content about editions you love. Let me be very fucking clear. Even if I wanted to do it, right? No one would give a shit. Even if I talked about lore, the lore is more or less the same when you put it in 10th edition. The only difference is the drastic change in 8th edition, where they have the Rift, and you have Gilliman, you have the Lion, the Magnus, and all that, blah, 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 blah. But there's nothing for me to bring up. Like, I can talk about it. The only thing I can talk about is how different the tabletop scene is. And how the tabletop scene was a bit more flavorful. Maybe bring up a little bit of the artwork and the stories and all that. And how the codexes are structured. But other than that, there's nothing else I can talk about 3rd edition. It will just be that one video. And I can guarantee you, dude, no one would give a shit. Why? Because most people will be interested on the new things. Anything that is convenient. Like, as much people trying to say, like, 3rd edition, that would be great, if we had it and all that. Dude, it's right there. But you just don't even go ask around or trying to figure out where to find the old material. And then when you have the old material, I really doubt you even gotta use that shit. Like, a good example, Luca right here. Motherfucker has the 3rd edition codex, the rulebook, and some supplements, and he has Tabletop Simulator, and he doesn't fucking use it. So, hence my point is, even if I wanted to make 3rd edition content, no one will give a shit. Maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh and all that, but I'm just being real here, really. Do battle reports, 3rd and 4th edition. Dude, no one will give a shit about battle reports. The only people who are interested in battle reports are the ones who play tabletop. But I'm speaking in an angle where people want to see more of the lore aspect and, how it makes a difference between them. Like, I can certainly make a difference between 3rd and 10th edition of how it is now and what it was before, but guess what, motherfucker? Oh, wait, I opened a different browser. But guess what, motherfucker? I keep opening the wrong browser. I have already done that. I've done that so many fucking times. I've showed Dark Angels Lost at Grim Dark. I've showed the scale problem. I have showed if we keep going down and down. I've showed the orcs, the difference before and after. I've showed chaos, which that one popped off surprisingly, weirdly enough. I've showed why Warhammer 40k will never be grimdark again. So, in a way, I have already showed all the 3rd edition stuff from, you know, the artworks, the, you know, a little bit of the lore and all that. But it's just going to be a repeat of what I've done before. So I personally do not see any interest that people will get into like old edition shit. Why would they? Check Discord. Okay. Man is literally mogging me and there's more Godzilla shit. God fucking damn it. There's this guy talking about codexes. Sure. We can do this one more and then I'll go do some other shit in the meantime. Okay, sure. Alright, let's go talk about it. Let's see this. 8 minutes. Codexes aren't canon, here's why. Oh, he's a weird little YouTuber. He's so adorable. Alright, let's take a look. And I've seen this motherfucker before. This is one of these motherfuckers, right? That just came into one of my videos. And all he did was trying to lecture my ass. He didn't really hit the points directly or answer directly to my points. Because the whole point that he was making is, Nelub's wrong, here's why, fuck him, and let's move on to the next one. You didn't explain this, thus you're wrong, fuck you. That is what he's done. So, let's take a look at this video.
Hey guys, Hashi here. I'd like to start this video with a bit of an anecdote. When I was in school, we had laptops in most of my classes, so when I would get done with my work, I would oftentimes decide to do something else, and because I'm a huge nerd, I would usually end up reading about subjects on Wikipedia, like dark matter. When I, or anyone else does this, we all sort of understand that while Wikipedia is a great starting point, it isn't the end-all be-all of knowledge. But despite that, we can figure out that if there was some groundbreaking discovery for dark matter, or a cure for cancer, it would be on the front page of Wikipedia. This is what we would call metacognition, where you are aware of what you know, aware of what you don't know, and also don't know what you don't know. In terms of knowledge, when it comes to tabletop gaming, there's nothing more iconic than cracking open a rulebook to really immerse yourself in the world. So iconic is this image that the survival game Grounded has replicated some of the books from Dungeons & Dragons to showcase the nerdy aptitude of the playable characters. Warhammer is no different from D&D in this regard, where the Codex is often thought to be the definitive book for your faction. D&D may have the complete Book of Dwarves, but Warhammer has Codex Leagues of Votann or Battletome Caradon Overlords. And that should be all she wrote, but in recent times the purpose of the Codex has gotten lost in the proverbial sauce, to the extent that I believe there is no real purpose for them any longer. For those who maybe don't know, a Codex is a book that Games Workshop produces every edition for most factions, that is divided into 3 main sections: the lore, or the background for the faction, the painting, which gives you advice on how to paint your miniatures, and the rules for playing with said miniatures. Like I mentioned, many people are under the impression that the Codex is the end-all be-all book for their faction. However, I don't believe this is accurate. To start with, the reason most folks even buy a Codex...
I will say one thing though, because I would disagree when it comes to explaining the Wikipedia example, because the problem with the wiki though is the wiki is grabbing from other first account sources. in order to make its own thing. The codex itself is basically establishing the world that is already created. Now, this can be from Rogue Trader. We can even begin in the Rogue Trader, which is basically the first edition codex. They didn't need other sources to make their own thing. Obviously, they got inspiration and all that. But when they created their own universe, they did it everything themselves. So this example of about like, you just check the original source that is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not original. Wikipedia is grabbing other first-hand accounts or secondary accounts and then combine them all together to give you the best information they can give you. Codexes, on the other hand, are basically the definitive canon of Warhammer 40k. Where do novels get their lore? Codexes. Where do games come from? Codexes. Because codexes give that they are the ground establishment of Warhammer 40,000. If you say that it's not canon, where would you get the canon in the first place? Because this thing about consistency it's not relevant either. Because you can say, Rogue Trader is consistent, but this novel isn't. And that just muddies more of the water to find where codexes is. So if you're telling me that codexes aren't canon, you gotta have to explain to me what is canon and why. So it doesn't really work like that. You need an origin point of establishment that gives you all the information that is needed, or else it's just entirely irrelevant. And this guy right here as well, when he did another reaction to my video talking about Femstodes, he thinks it's fine. He just thinks it's fine with Femstodes. But here's the thing, buddy. If codexes aren't canon, then Femstodes aren't canon either. So you kind of fucked yourself a little bit with that argument that you're trying to make.
The rules or crunch section, Warhammer as a game has undergone modernization in recent times, with frequent balance updates. This has progressed to the point where points values for units are now all contained on one page, allowing for easy updates. This has an unintended consequence that the point values printed in the book are more often than not out of date by the time anyone actually gets their codex. On the topic of getting codexes, I should note that 90% of the time the rules from the codex are leaked a month or so before the codex actually releases. This results in many lists being built before anyone actually is able to crack open a codex. Any additional units an army may receive throughout an edition would traditionally end up in a short-lived campaign book, but by the time we got to 9th edition, the fan backlash would cause its practice to be halted, and said units would have their rules published for free online. So the role of the codex for gameplay at least is obsolete, with the preferred format of rules for most folks being an online resource, be it an app or a website you totally should never visit.
Okay, so I know where this is going now. More where he's going at least. So they keep changing the rules, thus you concluding that codexes aren't canon because they change the rules or they add extra stuff into the books. But that doesn't take away the lore that was added into the books. I think this is more of a non sequitur fallacy where basically you're changing the rules on the codex. Thus, everything else that comes with it, like the stories, the artwork, and the lore that is written in it, is also not canon. I think that's just jumping into the conclusion that's just saying, yeah, they changed the rules in order for balance, but thus, that means this codex is not canon. Not really. Obviously, the codexes are obsolete when it comes to the rules of the tabletop, but it's not... I wouldn't stretch to the point that, it's not canon. Again, you take away canon from codexes, you must also explain now where you're going to get the canon from. Because there must be a ground establishment. If there's no canon, nothing really matters, and the rules that you're showing is fucking irrelevant. And even if you're trying to say novels are canon or some other books are canon, you're going to have to also explain to me the novels and other books, let's just say, to show show me their inconsistencies. Because the books aren't really officially retconned, they just exist, and some of them are just different because of different authors' interpretation. Like, I see where he's going. He's just seeing like, oh, you know, they changed the rules, so that makes the rules in the book obsolete. But he's jumping into the conclusion of, oh, this is no longer canon. Which, no, that's silly. You're just jumping into the conclusion without taking the premise of the lore and the artwork as well.
The Codex isn't even the ultimate authority on rules. Well, what about those other two parts of the Codex? Well, painting is nice to have, but online tutorials are always going to be better than handfuls of photographs and text, especially for the more niche color schemes people will pick up. The Codexes also never really did a good job discussing the technical details of paints, but that's the type of information you would find elsewhere anyways, so no, the Codexes aren't the ultimate—
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. When it comes to painting, man, you have the modal, paint whatever you want. What is this voice? Hey, Gamza, welcome back. I got some flavorful things to say, but, yeah, no, this is the guy who did a previous reaction to my video, and, he did lift a comment on my, one of my videos talking about canon and all that. And this motherfucker, he was lecturing my ass and telling me how I was wrong and how I missed a couple things here and there and all that. Meanwhile, I'm just here of, yeah, I know where you're going with it, but here's a couple things. But yeah, what's with the voice?
I don't know, probably some drama queen. Yes, because he also supports femme studies. But if he supports femme studies and saying codex aren't canon, then femme studies didn't really exist. Queen.
Obviously, I'm pulling the leg, but you get what I mean.
Authority on painting either. This only leaves the lore or background section of the Codex, and oh boy, it is the most spicy part to talk about by a wide margin. The lore neophytes and the people who pretend to be old fans may consider a codex a holy tome for their faction, and unfortunately for them, they would be wrong, since just about every codex is written from a wonky in-universe perspective. This is where facts we as a reader know are treated as hearsay. For example, the recent Black Templars Codex treats the Edict of Nicaea as if we don't know who issued it, or in the Death Guard Codex, it pretends that Mortarian's pistol is a mystery. And before anyone says it's a heresy thing, the heresy rulebooks do the exact same thing. This should be a red flag for just about anyone, as this alleged primary source of lore for a faction is actively excluding information. Some people—
I wonder what he thinks what canon is. Because I haven't found so far in this video him explaining what is canon, you know? And where do you go and find canon? Because right now he's just saying that yeah, he's just going in and saying, oh, you know, going to a Wikipedia as a primary source, but it's not really reliable. Or going to a codex, going to the codexes, you know, people saying, oh, it's all hearsay and it's the established truth and all that. But they keep changing the rules, thus it's not really canon and all that, which I'm like, okay, but we need to figure out where are we establishing canon first, and you're calling a novel a primary source. Really? Interesting. He's not making a good argument for his case. Yeah, so far. So far. But at the same time, I'm giving him some room so he can just, you know, in a way, like, defend himself and all that. I just think it's silly to go up to some people and be like, no, you're wrong, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you anymore, it's breaking this family apart. Right, that's a little bit silly. But I just want to like break down a little bit of his argument that is not very coherent that he's going for, at least.
People will say this is to add depth to the world, as having supposed mysteries makes the setting more interesting as a whole. And sure, not having a complete list of planets with details to fact check every time we get a new RPG booklet or Kill Team book is cool. This is not just the absence of detail to be filled in later. As we have seen with the Terminus Decree, people actively don't want the detail to even be there at all. This isn't a generalization, it is very easy to find old Reddit posts with actual theories about the Terminus Decree being shut down.
In other words, it got retconned, and now we know a little bit more than determines the decree. Despite people disliking it, it got retconned. Oh, well, is it really retcon if they add extra stuff onto it? But that's just already establishing the Terminus Decree already existed from previous codexes. They just expanded on it. Does that mean this is a retcon? Because if it's a retcon, then you're already establishing there's already canon before that in previous editions. If this is not canon, then why are you showing this in the first place? It's irrelevant. But I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to show, like, all these changes made, they made so many changes to the point that the codexes are irrelevant. They're just not canon because they're making too many changes. That is something that I fell for it as well, because I still genuinely believe if you have too many retcons in a short span of time, it kind of makes you question now the value of canon itself. Oh, if they retcon everything, then what's the point of learning these things, if that makes sense? But again, like, him showing the primary source, which is from a novel, but if you look at the novels, where did the novels come from again? Back to the codexes. Why? Because the codexes are the original places of canon. Horus Heresy. Obviously, it came from Warhammer 40,000 talking about Horus Heresy, but they also did their own thing afterwards. You had the first and second edition. And then the novels, surprise, surprise, took it from those codexes and then made it themselves. I'm just saying.
Bound by the same sort of meta lore argumentation, where the reason the...
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna answer his question as well. What is canon? Canon is the establishment of the world building that is created in the universe. So these are the rules. This is what you do. This is what you can do, cannot do, and that's it. They are the rules of the universe. The codexes tells you the rules of the universe. It tells you about the Emperor, the Imperium, the Space Marines, the Warp, and the Astronomicon. All that shit. It's already establishing the rules of the world. The novels do not do that. The novels gives you characters that live in the setting and telling about their journey. They don't tell you how the world works. They're already taking the world... Now, they're taking the rules of the world from codexes. Thus, they translate that into novels. But sometimes they don't even communicate together between codex and novels because the author just had a different interpretation how certain things work. That's why novels are not canon.
lore is being written is also the reason why you are wrong. In this case, the commenter explains that because Custodes didn't exist on tabletop yet in 5th edition, the Terminus Decree was just power leveling and isn't anything significant. I have also seen people ask, well, if the Terminus Decree was also allegedly revealed in The End and the Death, why weren't people as mad then? I suspect it's because no one really reads the novels to begin with. Not that anyone takes novel quotes seriously to begin with. See, in this community, people seem to love to throw around the term unreliable narrator as a sort of panacea for just about any issue. So if a lore blurb pops up that you don't like, just say the book was using an unreliable narrator, so we don't know if it's actually true. This is a butchering of the literary tool. In academia, it is described as a way to give more context to the character via clashing perspectives. So if a non-claustrophobic...
It's not really just an unreliable narrator, it's just more of that GW has officially stated that Warhammer 40k has no canon, even though they contradicted themselves a little bit later with the classic Warhammer games. It's just basically, hey look, Warhammer 40k has no canon, so it has this unreliable narrator shit, so there's no point. This lisp is not helping. Gamza, I can already tell, if you ever watch this video yourself when you were live streaming, I think you will just have a pure aneurysm. It's just suffering for you. The lisp never helps. Bad argument combined with terrible delivery. I can already sense how the scene goes if Gamza even watches this. Oh my god, he's gonna be like Gams is gonna be a complete asshole. He's like, dude, this Lisp is fucking dog shit, and your arguments is bad because of this, this, and this. I'm not gonna watch the video anymore. I don't know. It may not be accurate. It may be a little bit different, but I just sense they might go that way. Oh, hey, Hereticus, how you doing, my good man? I'm watching this shit.
Person thinks a space is restrictive, it would show that a claustrophobic person's statements are justified and would heighten the drama. Going back to the Codex for a moment, what does it tell us when a Codex narrator doesn't know that Deimos was a moon of Mars? Sure, you could say it tells us the average Imperial citizen might not know about Deimos, but why are we assuming the Codex narrator is an average Imperial citizen? The Codex narrator is never really defined as an actual character, and because of that, the usage of unreliable narrator is wasted on them, as it tells us nothing. The other reason...
Alright, so if you have unreliable narrator, it doesn't really count. Are you trying to tell me now there's canon? I'm trying to figure out where he's going for, like, which one is canon, because but again, I'm just repeating the same shit again. But, so you're telling me the Terminus Decree is canon? By that logic, then? Because I understand what he's going with. He's just like, you know, some people use the unreliable narrator as an excuse for, basically, come on, brain, work, fuck, man. Basically use it as an excuse, as a either emotional defense or just a defense to be afraid of that making their point invalid. But there's some truth behind it to a certain extent, just how GW says it, like, you know, Warhammer 40k is not canon, but everything is true, and we go with unreliable narrator, and even Lewitton did some extra points on that and saying it's a good thing. So I'm not saying they're doing it as an excuse, but there's some truth to that, where the writers of 40k try to make an excuse of that, but that doesn't mean you have to take a word on that. You don't have to take their word. But again, back to my point though, are you telling me this Terminus Decree is canon, and it comes from a codex? If it doesn't come from a codex, well, as you said, it's not canon. So why are you showing me this in the first place? There's no point to show me this stuff if your statement is it's not canon. Because it's irrelevant. But you also gotta have to, again, yeah, I'm just repeating the same shit. Listening
for this weird standard of evidence regarding the codex relates back to the beginning of the video with metacognition. People assume for whatever reason that they know what they don't know. Not in the sense that they are all-knowing, but they are aware of what they do not know. So when they hear something like a novel featured something extraordinary, like a Man of Iron confirming the machine gun,
they do the know that it don't know, that it don't know, that it do know, that. Dude, that's pseudo-intellectualism. Please, come on.
Isn't the Emperor, or Martian adepts seeing the Void Dragon itself. They have to cope and try to say that these events didn't actually happen. Why?
Oh, okay.
Because if they did, they surely would have known about it. I hope you see the issue here. It is like...
So are you telling me these novels that usually take from codexes are canon? If these novels are canon, you gotta have to explain to me the inconsistencies there are between each single novel. And then you're going to have to somehow explain how certain things are canon. Because the problem with people saying, oh, it's about consistency and all that. Okay, consistency in which edition? Because now you're going to have to talk about which ones are more consistent than the others, and it doesn't really support your argument that novels are canon. Because they're going to start clashing together with their inconsistencies. Is he talking about these characters as if they're canon? Codexes aren't canon. Here's why. It's weird. Like, sometimes I struggle a little bit myself, but it seems like he's trying to get to the point that people are making the arguments of unreliable narrator, but the reason they put that out is because they are making excuses and they probably have never read certain books that happened. So thus they say, oh, these didn't really happen. But the problem is, where does that go back to the original point that canons, the codexes aren't canon? Because right now you're talking about novels. Trying to get there. And I'm even surprised the lisps didn't even fucking annoy me, which is interesting.
That one meme.
Maybe, what the fuck? Maybe it's probably because, maybe my brain just works a little bit differently, where I'm like, oh, okay, this is what it sounds like, so, okay, fair enough. Unless there's some lie behind it or contradiction where I'm like, so I see, you could have spoken normally this whole time. The codexes is not canon, yet he's talking about the characters in said codices, you mean? No, as if they were canon. He's destroying his own logic. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to piece it together. The myth of consensual lore. I consent, I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? Interesting.
The myth of consensual lore, where everybody besides Reddit is consenting. GW seems to want to talk about these things. A lot of folks really like reading about it, but Reddit has deemed the characters are all lying, so it fits their narrative. I keep saying Reddit because this sort of pseudo-intellectual crab bucket stuff is just peak Reddit, and it is also something that many people who pretend to be old lore fans also do. So despite all their flaws, the codexes do contain some new lore, right? Surely that would be the reason you buy them, for the lore update that will actively ignore other information. Well, that segues into the last issue. The codexes since the end of 8th edition have been physical only. This is also an issue that plagues some novels, where they are released several months early as a scalper's edition, and the only way you can hear about them is through the lens of an egotistical redditor. Codexes though are seemingly more skimmed than novels, as the new lore points are actively talked about pretty quickly once someone gets their mitts on a codex, as opposed to the novels. With the novels, it's pretty obvious.
What do you mean, skim? Again, you're saying codexes aren't canon. So the logic that I'm being consistent with is codexes are canon. And the ones that try to get the ones that try to get the universe ideas, they get it from the codex, and from the codex, and thus, God damn it. Let me try this again. They take it, the novels are trying to take from the codex, which is the original point, but the novels are taking from the interpretation of the author, where they can almost make anything up, more or less. Thus, it's not canon. So, yeah. So, Pontius actually mentions the codex argument in his latest Lord Destroyers video. Am I included? Ooh, no. Okay. Why did I click on the link? Too bad. Complains about Reddit. Acts like a Redditor. Damn. But yeah, I think I've already made my points when it comes to this. So.
Most folks are operating under the same couple of lore summaries that everybody else is reading. So to recap, the codexes, which are the most read format of the lore, actively pretend core plot points are unknown, and when they do solve a plot point, people complain because they assume said lore plot point was this unassailable mystery box, despite there never being any implication it wasn't solved in a novel earlier. So what is my proposed solution to the problem? Well, we make the codexes as a physical book more of a collector's item, like how the novels are basically all collector's items. Then, the same codex is sold online as a PDF with some erratas, just like the Cubicil 7 RPG books. With this, we have solved the prevailing issues of the codex. I do think the books need to be more intelligent about what they pretend is unknown. Age of Sigmar's 4th edition went even farther than 40k, as Age of Sigmar's core rulebook is now made up of segments from in-universe books, but at least the visual direction is different, and because Age of Sigmar is so much newer than 40k, there isn't much time to hide stuff away in random Imperial Guard novels. The prediction I am going to make to cap off this video is that the upcoming Dark Eldar Codex is going to have a lore plot point that polarizes the community, and I am also going to wager that anybody who's read Path of the Dark Eldar won't care.
Here's my question for you, guy. Do you think Femstodes are canon or not? If they are canon, then you are contradicting the very video that you're making, because you yourself, that you made the other reaction to my other video saying that female custodians are just fine. I can't remember exactly if you said it was canon or not, but from what I recall, femstoties were fine. How they're fine if you're establishing in this video that codexes aren't canon. So if codexes aren't canon in the Custodes codex, then your comment about femstoties being fine is irrelevant. See how it just breaks down a little bit? But yeah, what's this YouTube channel you're watching? Just a small little guy. Hashi on Discord, 300 views after 8 months. Ooh. The reaction that he did, if he still has it up. Where is it? This video right here. So he did a reaction to me for 27 minutes, and I just looked at this. I was like, okay, this motherfucker is just here to lecture my ass. I have no interest to watch it. Like, I watched it a little bit, obviously. I didn't watch the whole thing, admittedly. Because he just came out like... He came out like a dick. And not like as in like, oh, you're wrong because, you know, of this and this and this. He just went straight to my fucking thumbnails and he was like, wow, these thumbnails are just like fucking dog shit, and he's gonna make some dog shit fucking versus video that doesn't even make correct power scaling. I'm like, bro, who the fuck does that? Just looks at thumbnails and goes at me. I'm like, bruh, okay, dude. Meanwhile, I approach very differently when it comes to this shit. Now, what's his name? Bread something. Don't worry, I have not forgot about that motherfucker. He's on my list. I'm gonna fucking kill him. No, I'm joking. But yeah.
Be nice, okay? This guy seems a little bit autistic, okay? Just be very nice to him. Don't be too rude. And don't fucking...
Yeah. This dude is too small to respond to. I mean, this motherfucker responded about 40k channels that I made a video like a year ago. So I can't wait for him to be like, he responded to my video, here's my response to you, motherfucker. And it's probably going to be like 20-30 minute video. Who knows? Probably shorter than that. Or he's going to grab some of my points and then just going to be like, oh wow, this, and this. You're wrong. Let me lecture you about canon, motherfucker. So fucking stupid. But yeah, no, oh yeah, sorry. Back to the point that I was making is that I kind of disagree on this when it comes to he needs double your subs to be worth it. Oh yeah, the bigger the channel, the more valid they are. But yeah, no, I kind of disagree. Not kind of. Hard disagree when it comes to the codexes aren't canon. You haven't even... No, actually. His main argument is just basically things change all the time. Like the rules and all that makes the codex obsolete, and because they're obsolete, thus the rest of the material that is in the codex is not canon. But at the same time, you try to talk about the Terminus Decree and trying to argue against Reddit, trying to use screenshots from the codexes and trying to imply that it is canon because you're trying to argue against the unreliable narration that is kind of like saying these stuff are canon because they're using the unreliable narrator as an excuse. And probably Gamzo is just frothing in his mouth on the floor and just saying like, because of the lips and shit. But yeah, it's okay. Luca commented on his video. Oh, fuck. Luca's never reliable. If you just give him like a spare bone, he'll just sharpen that bone. And you just accidentally just joke about like, oh yeah, you know, imagine Luca killing this guy. This motherfucker will just jump onto, like leap very quickly onto him. What the fuck are you doing? That's what Luke is doing. Space Marines were in the first codex. Eventually Primaris came out. Therefore, Space Marines are no longer canon. His logic. True. I mean, there was an argument that... there was a debate that I did with a guy in my Discord. And I really wanted to do a voice chat with him because it seemed like he didn't really understand what I was typing about. So the way he's going with is that Codex, the rules on the tabletop are not canon is because people play the game a little bit differently. Also, hello, Ivan. I'm just going to go with Ivan. Hello there. I'll read the comments later. So his example was people play them differently and thus codex aren't canon because people play them this way or that way and all that. And I'm like, no. The stats on the rules, it establishes how strong the Space Marines are. And if you do a comparison with something else, you can tell if they're faster or stronger or more accurate. And that's where you determine the canon event between Space Marines or Eldar or Orcs and all that shit. How you play them is not canon. Because at that point, you're playing a tabletop game that is completely different. And, but yeah. Oh, they changed the rules and all that. Me. Dude, I haven't seen they ever change the stats completely. It's usually just a modification of the wounds or just the points majority of the time, but never to the point that they change them completely where Primaris just becomes like fucking 3 wounds or some shit. The dude will be licking his mic while talking to you. Good afternoon to all of you magnificent bastards and besties. Hello. Alright, what was it? Nellup, you pay me 10 euros. I can send a Pakistani package to his house. Oh yeah. My canon is my schizo OC I made on DeviantArt. Oh dude, DeviantArt is fucking cursed. Oh yeah, and also, Hereticus, if you're still here, can you send me a link or timestamp exactly where it talks about canon, Codex canon and shit? Obviously not on YouTube. I think they have like, YouTube has like basic security or some shit. What am I trying to find again? I don't need you anymore. Alright, let's check the pawn tiers, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, if you can find his timestamp, I'll have a look-see. And then I'll DM it in Discord and be like, hey, little bitch, I heard about you doing this. No, I'm joking. Most likely we'll just chat about it. Hey, Warmbender. Ever since Primaris, I've never considered the lore seriously anymore. Yeah. You know what F did? It is now canon that all the systems of battles, damn, there's more than one, are the war brides of Space Marines to make more Space Marines. Damn. Is the only way. Oh, goody. Alright. Oh. Gun Ivy's making a return. I might look into that when I can. I'm playing a little bit Deadlock, guys. Playing a little bit of McGuinness. But you guys wouldn't even know it. I didn't know Sterling meme is officially ruined. Nope. Okay, I don't see anything. Bro, what the fuck is that gif? Alright. You know why there's so many flying vehicles in Space Marine tanks now? Because Primaris Marines are light in the loafers. Shit. But yeah. That's how I see things around. Nothing too much. I'm waiting for Hereticus to send me the shit or his career is over. Dude, just look at this. just look at this. This is my Discord, man. Discord is in my link, or you just go to the main channel and find the link for the Discord. Like, dude, fucking Godzilla. This is all Godzilla shit. What the fuck? Oh, it's so fucking goofy, man. It's even funnier. It's just two dudes in a suit just fucking battling with each other and makes it funny. Bro, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Oh, my goodness. Oh, by the way, Warhammer 40k channel, by the way, that people are trying to claim me that I am. Meanwhile, I get this shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, for someone... Goddamn, alright, I'm saving that. Putting my Funko Pops away. Yeah. Alright. Interesting. Can you get the fuck that... Dude, activity, can you get the fuck out of my way? Oh gosh, it's just Godzilla shit. You guys are fucking insane. Oh, I got the message. Back to the Zen browser. Alright. 15, 16, 17, 41. This better be timestamped or else your career is over. Yeah, just like, I don't know, Sterling. Alright.
It all stems from the assumption...
Alright, let's take a look-see. John, clip the shit. I'll fucking destroy him. Nah, alright, let's take a look. Oh, what was it? 1656 and 1741. Okay, let's take a look.
There's a binding contract between author and reader to adhere to some...
Even Luetin used the same fucking quote. They use the same 3 quotes and think they're right.
non-existent subjective construct or true representation of the setting. There is no such contract and no such objective truth. That's Andy Hoare, who's...
Andy Hoare, game designer, not a writer. He's a...
Oh my god, this guy.
He's a game designer. He's not a writer. He literally makes the stats and the balancing for the games. And he has not worked for Games Workshop from 2010. Why the fuck are we listening to him?
He's written a lot of 40k.
Oh, wait. He has written a lot of 40k. Look at that. Codex, short story.
I can ask you.
Oh, that's it? That's it? Oh, timestamps are rough, but this is the general segment. That's it? Man, I swear to fucking God, you and Clovic so similar, but at the same time, yours is not as bad as Clovic. Oh, no, Immortal Glory responded to you, and what is it? Him just fucking around and with pointing models and making a short comment instead of just fucking watching the video. Anyways. Okay, cool. There's nothing for me to comment about. If he is a game designer and all he does is balance, if we're taking his word, of course. If the guy's thing is just mainly just talking about balance and he's just doing the stats and all that, fine. And at that point, it's not about the lore. It's about him doing game balancing. Man, my expectations are different, and then it's just disappointing every fucking time. You made me watch a Ponty's video, you son of a bitch! You goddamn fucker! Man, you guys are reducing my hopes up that you guys ever give me some reliable information. I've waited for a couple minutes just to see this shit. Alright. I don't have anything else to talk about, really. That's it. How many hours have I streamed? I got invaded. Alright. Anyways, I got my house invaded. And she was giving me the phone. Alright. I clicked through it, and it's probably one of the most interesting lore destroy things.
Run into Godzilla.
Alright, if your job is about balance the game, joke's on you. You got the worst and the hardest job in the game design. Yeah, true. But if the guy hasn't touched the game since 2010, he's pretty much correct on that, because that's it. And what is it? Oh, game balances. Cool. Wives are dangerous. They know where we sleep, when we sleep. They know when, but they don't know how we sleep. Dude, have you seen Bucky? I watched that for a bit. That was very interesting. Oh, what the fuck? Get that shit out of my sight. The only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed when it comes to Pontius, but then again, his channel, his rules, whatever the fuck he does, is do a little lore bashing with Arch. Because despite of him going to other channels, but Arch is one of those people who did get a couple things wrong, and he did not put him in the lore videos. I'm just saying it's a little bit essentially important, because he was also influencing 40k lore as well. And to not do that, there's a little chink into the armor, you could say. But that's just me. Stay alert, trust no one, keep your bolter ready. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this video was pretty fucking good. Someone did a PS1 version of God of War. It was pretty cool. Alright. I think I think that's pretty much it for today. There isn't much to talk about. Anything else you guys wanted to bring up before I go? Oh, Jesus Christ. The Discord is just insane. Too much. What the fuck? Alright, some shit is happening in Discord, and I'm just like, what the fuck? If you guys are ever curious about my Discord, okay, let me go to my main channel. Not this channel. Long story. If you're ever curious, you just go to here, you click the links, they're all there. Patreon, Ko-Fi, and then YouTube memberships. You can go for that. Be my guest. Or it's under my videos now, like when now. When you look at the topic, sometimes it becomes... Yeah, if you go into my videos, it's there as well. Alright? If you're ever curious to help in, be my guest. What the fuck? Oh yeah. No, I just see people just like, this man is making an angry video. Don't worry guys, I got a video in the works. You have to, and you have to also understand, when I have ideas, I make the ideas, but they're in the queue list. Now, obviously, some of them get a little fast forward than others, like this. But most of the time, I just have like a couple things that I need to work on. And I just work on it, and then it just becomes like this. A couple K views. It's fine. I'm kind of happy. This one was 22 minutes, but this was like a reaction for my stream. I want to keep that shit rare. The rarer it is, the more interesting it becomes, if that makes sense. Because the last thing that I want is make a very, very long video. I try to make it in between at least 5 to 10 minute video, then to make it that. Because I know for a fact not many people have time to go for that shit. So. Oh. I didn't think of this, but someone brought it up, and it's almost accurate. You know how they bring up the 3rd edition codex and all that? Is it possible they are bringing up again that... Are they reinforcing the statement that Warhammer 40k, Warhammer is for everyone? Which isn't, but it's a bit of a stretch. The reason they think of that is because, if you're not, you will not be missed kind of shit. So, partly more of it. Alright, copy DMs, thank magnificent everyone, smash the like button, haha. The to-do question, what's your type of woman? Wouldn't you fucking like to know? Why? It depends. As long as they're fucking submissive and loyal and do as I say, obviously nothing absurd. I'm not gonna tell them, yeah, jump on the bridge, please. Obviously not that kind of stuff, but pretty much do as I say and all that type of shit, then it's fine. I can't think of specific preferences. Depends. Pretty sure blessed is the mind too small for doubt is the Dawn of War quote from before. That's what I'm probably thinking about. Do you enjoy BBWs? No. Fuck no. Those motherfuckers are fucking useless and they take too much space and they eat a lot. So, probably not that. Like, if some bitch was like that size, and for whatever reason, she's like my wife, I'll put her immediately on the treadmill. I'm like, bitch, you gotta lose some fucking weight. Because that shit is unhealthy. I know what Luca likes. It's not that one. That's Luca right there. Caught him in 40k. That's him right there. He likes them big. That's why he's like asking me about BBWs, man. Like, what the fuck? This is the guy right here. And now what Luca's gonna do is screenshot that shit and then put that in Discord and be like, caught him in 40k. Shame. Shame. Alright. Okay. Time for me to go. I think I've streamed long enough. And, time for me to go. I will need to make some videos and all that and do some other shit in the meantime. But it's been an impressive journey that we had for today. It's about 3 hours. We had some fun, laughs, and crying from the inside and dying, and then Gamza come and go and all that. It's been quite eventful. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the next stream, short or video, whatever I upload next. And I'll see you till then. Oh, actually, before I do that, if you guys are ever curious, Hereticus also streams on almost like every Sunday, almost, that I tend to participate and come around and make his streams a little bit more interesting. So if you're ever curious to see me more for whatever reason, you can go to this channel, Hereticus. He does it on Twitch, but he also does it on YouTube now, by the looks of it. So give it a look when you can. But that's on Sunday. So when I say Sunday, that means it's more Saturday for you guys, because I'm one day ahead. Thanks, bro. Anytime, my good man. Don't worry. I'm here looking out for my broskies. Yeah. I'm here for the bros, bro. No. But yeah. If you ever want to see me doing more shit or just talking about random shit, go for it. Like, yeah, I was in this one. And had to suffer about 2 hours that Hereticus was playing Space Marine 2 in Darktide. Like, I was gouging my eyes out and shit. And then he played a little bit of a game that I'm not aware of, watched it a bit, and then just left. So, pretty good. Alright, time for me to go. Ciao, ciao, everyone. Rest well, and I'll see you